Because there's less resistance on the wheels. Yeah. It's easier for him to get something rolling on a hard surface. And now see how he's so much more uphill?
Yes.
Driving, you know, I mean, part of that is the hill is uphill.
It is hard for him.
But he doesn't have to push down into that collar as much because that collar is hitting him at a different angle.
Yeah, I think the footing makes a huge difference.
Well, and the elevation of the hill.
Now that's even a nicer turn right there too. Yeah. There you go.
Does Sharon need to get on her horse or should she walk?
No, she should be on if you can. Okay, now this is the eccentric muscle stuff. Look at how he's going downhill, but what he's doing is holding himself back with his butt. Well, he's holding everything back, right. And so he's using the butt quite a bit more than he was in the arena. Yeah. And so, you know, when I look at that, thinking about the lumbar stuff, I think downhill is actually a good, you know, that's good practice for him. Because it starts to get, you know, it starts to get his butt underneath himself a little bit more.
Of course, I live on perfectly flat ground. I can go up my sand filtration system. Oh, yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it's kind of what he needs to do in order to get down the hill.
Yeah, exactly. And so what he's not you know, there's a little bit that's happening there because of the, you know, footing too, and his feet are a little bit tender. But see, that tuck there is better than anything that we just saw. Now, see how that back is starting to come up instead of the butt going down? Yeah, and that was just from getting some flexibility, in my opinion, just from getting some flexibility in that spine. So that also reinforces that I think that going downhill would be good for him. And in the same token, if going downhill is good, backing him uphill once you're out of the cart is a great one, and that cavaletti of getting him to set back and climb through it would be a really good one. Both of those things. Both of those cavalettis, the cavaletti exercises are on the website also.
Okay.
So when you do that thing on that nerve thing, he should, his back should come up.
Did you
not
see
the,
how it rounded
well, yeah, I
up?
saw.
Yeah, like before his butt dropped.
Right.
Now after, just after a few times of actually getting him to start to, what's happening is this muscle starting to elongate and relax.
Okay.
And so then,
look at there.
you know, the back is starting to come up all the way through there instead of
incredible.
that going down.
Wow.
So that's a cool example right there of just like a couple of times. Yeah.
Jack go to the hill.
Yeah. Honey, I need a hill.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. I just didn't.
Why don't you walk her up the hill? Him, her. So there's quite a bit more rear leg extension there coming forward. It's really easy. I mean, you know, that horse is moving very well off of the hind end, you know, relative to the flat. In
Well, if I had that hind end too.
You're longer on the right.
Yeah, I'm crooked still.
I know.
I'm up pretty high in the curve.
Okay, so stop there for just a sec. So as that horse is going down now, she doesn't have to to stop a carriage coming behind it, and so it's pretty easy for this horse to come on its front end. and that horse is quite a bit more downhill than she was in the arena. So start to ask her to back a few steps if you can. There, that's getting better.
Yeah, there's that same.
Yeah. Okay, and then ask for a little bit of collected, keep her together and ask her to go down the hill. Okay, that's quite a bit more elevated than she was before. Before it was, that's still, I mean, she's staying in it. She's staying quite a bit better there. And again, a rider has so many more tools to use to do that. I mean, you can do a couple steps up, get them in that position, and then keep them in the position as they start off down the hill instead of letting her just sort of go her own way.
And she's built so butt high too.
She is.
It's really, that's her big thing that she's got to overcome. Every time we do collection, that butt high conformation is not helpful at all.
Well, you could put big old stacks on the front feet.
She's got
8-inch shoes or something.
short little neck too,
Yeah.
which isn't the most helpful thing either.
So when we were talking about the muscle in the underneath the spine, and people talk about short neck and long neck, one of the things that shortens a neck, I mean, conformation is conformation. You can't really change that, but posture and how the muscles contract, you can kind of change. So one of the things that will change the length of her neck is how this curve in her spine goes. I mean, her spine comes here, goes down this way, and comes up that way. The more you contract these muscles, the shorter her neck's going to be. The more you contract this muscle under here and loosen them, the longer her neck. I mean, her neck can actually get longer. Hold her to keep her from going forward. And now give her a little bit of range so that she can extend her neck. So now there she's starting to come up through the back a little bit, and still keeping her neck down and out. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want her jumping forward. But you can see how when you started to give her a little bit of rein, that's that in-hand stuff that the French talk about,
Yeah.
or what's the word? Appui?
That
That reaches for the bit.
Yeah.
Where you can actually